What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaming Channel. My name is AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with This is the Police. I almost forgot to do that. Obviously, we're back with This is the Police. Let's see here. This is day 60. So, what? There's 180 days that Jack's trying to get through. So, this marks about, we're about a third of the way through. Freeburg Tribune, Kevin Paulson preparing to take helm at FPD. Mayor Rogers supports Kevin Paulson as next police chief. I trust my family. Rumor Kevin Paulson next Freeburg police chief. So going to work. I'm too tired. Yeah, coming tomorrow. Fine. Ugh, so lazy. Start the day. And again, skip the tapes. Gang member, Connell O'Toole turned out to be a member of the gang known as Vargas. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Sure. Cheat, the suspect is denying everything. If we want to get this guy's boss, will need to loosen his tongue. This is my first rodeo. Don't bother. This nonsense. Yeah, okay, let's proceed. Jack, now that you've started looking into members of the Mafia, you'll have to be careful. If they find out about this, you're dead. The worse your relationship with the Mafia, the more likely they'll start to suspect something is wrong. Right, let's investigate Mr. O'Toole. We've prepared the profile on the suspect. The information we have gathered will help you identify his weak points and use them during the interrogation. When asking questions, be careful. If you screw up too many times, the suspect will likely refuse to cooperate, and then will either have to give up or resort to extreme measures. Okay, Connell O'Toole, gender male, age 35, medical examination, physically very strong and healthy. His only medical treatment has been for chronic asthma. Born to a poor family of immigrants from Scotland, he grew up with 4 brothers. He quit school in the 8th grade and instead picked up street boxing. It wasn't long before he was making a good living from illegal fights. By the time he reached 18, he already had over 10 arrests to his name for various offenses, including fighting, robbery, and general hooliganism. Hard to read with that watermark in the background. His attitude towards the law got even worse after his entire family was killed in a fire. At age 21, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison, where he regularly found himself in solitary confinement for getting into fights. During an interview with the parole board, O'Toole said that he, and I quote, he couldn't control himself when someone called him a faggot and had to punish them, end quote. By the time he was 25 years old, he nearly killed 4 prisoners for stabbing his cellmate. An open homosexual named Jack Velasic. Connell O'Toole regularly goes to brothels, but what exactly he does there is unknown. A prostitute from Eastern Europe, arrested during one of the police raids, stated that the Scotsman isn't interested in girls, but he liked to meet with a black Jamaican. Overall, he's an angry, short-tempered man who is very unsure of himself and sees traitors everywhere. Okay, so, alright. Connell O'Toole, good to see you. You're a real man. I can't see why they're saying you're gay. Well, you can tell us what we want to know, or we're not going to sell with a couple of rapists. So that's pretty fucked up. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's gonna get kind of. That's gonna shut him down. Yeah, let's play up to the masculinity. What the fuck? Who said that? Yes, your sisters have a lot to say. No, because they're dead. Brothers, no. Yes, your friends from the whorehouse said you never seem very interested. Who? That son of a bitch, Eunice, or his scumbag brother, or that I don't. I'm not gonna say that, motherfucker. I can't pronounce that. Yeah. That Varga whore, I'll kill him. The only thing that pussy is good at is stuffing defenseless women into containers and smuggling them into the city. Helping the police stop lying. You gotta give us someone else. Think I'm going to give you shit? No way, not gonna happen. Good citizen? Yeah, thanks to him, Freeburg gets plenty of new prostitutes every month. The ones who don't get cooked in the containers on the road, he's no saint. Samuel Bustamante is no saint. He's the one responsible for importing women from Eastern Europe to work in Vargas whorehouses. He's a cowardly and mean son of a bitch, and he's never heard of loyalty. Start an investigation. Mole St. Ackers was back up during the night. A tugboat on the river caught fire and drifted into port. There were dozens of women on board, all of them dead, killed, and locked in the hold. Boost or SWAT. Boost efficiency. We'll have one more detective. It's her age is what I worry about. Let's hire Kazuma. Which shift could I use another detective? 5. They're both pretty even when it comes to detectives. Just kind of seeing who could use the... Let's hire for Shift B. Shift B could use more detectives. There we go. Share with our staff. Take a look at our current investigations. That homicide I'm still trying to figure out.
In progress.
2 teenagers were sitting on some steps and smoking. A black man approached and asked for a cigarette. Go ask somebody else. Racial slur. The adolescents responded. The man grew enraged, quickly pulled out a knife and drove it into the chest of one of the teens. Christ. According to the other teenager, who managed to escape, then he took a cigarette, quietly sat down on the steps and started smoking. Oh, right. Donut, Scott, Krause, and Perez.
In progress.
Morris Queen heard from a neighboring apartment a panicked female voice cry out, "Help, I'm being raped." Then, according to him, all was quiet for a few seconds. Then I heard something about laundry detergent and bleach. Then some music started playing. Oh, I got a strong... Send Sean Brock just in case, but I got a really strong feeling that this is that's what am I trying to think here? That's a false alarm. That, like, it was a TV or something. See your Coast Guard. We patrolled the coast and noticed a tug with its navigation lights turned off, but when we went to intercept, the weather started getting worse. The wind rose up and it started raining. Visibility dropped to 0 and we lost sight of the tug until it caught fire. We put it out and towed the vessel to shore. That's when we found the girls locked in the hold. They were all dead. The victims were all women under 30 years old. They were killed by carbon monoxide poisoning. Some had bloody and broken hands. Apparently they tried to break down the door maybe after the fire started. There were also traces of drugs in their bodies. Some kidnappers preferred to keep their captives in a semi-conscious state. Evidence found at the scene and the nature of the fire all clearly indicate that it was arson. The massive fire erupted from diesel fuel spilled on the deck of the tug. We found an abandoned blue inflatable boat battered by the storm and washed up on shore. Drunken old porter. I was on the night shift and the weather was just like a fairy tale. Thunder, lightning, high waves, like Poseidon rising from the abyss, come to punish us mortals. I was on land. But my knees were still shaking. Then I saw a star falling from the sky. It rose out of the darkness of the sea where it had fallen, and a great flame rose from the water, and in the darkness I saw the vessel outlined in fire. Hail, ruthless sea god, your terrible beauty. That sounds like somebody like shot a flare at it. At least that's what it makes it sound like.
Report on the homicide.
Well done, everyone. Well done. Electrician Jason Pruitt was conducting a regular inspection at a transformer substation and found a dirty, hairy bum who pounced on him like a wild bear. The homeless man bit him pretty severely, ripping a piece of flesh from his hand. The electrician was stunned but managed to run away from the substation, leaving the suspect inside. Go handle that. Turns out the Mr. Queen's neighbor had just bought a new TV and were watching some horror movies at full volume. Called it.
113B in progress.
Carjacking. Two teenagers were laying in wait for the paramedics to go for the usual coffee break, and then they made off with the ambulance. We literally turned away for less than a minute. Yancey's got a pretty high. Chief, what are you crazy? I'm not going alone. F. Yancey, you know what? Scott, Krause, Perez. Fine, I won't send Yancey on this call.
Looks like we have a situation.
Jason Pruitt has lost consciousness and he's shaking and convulsing on the ground. There's foam coming from his mouth. Exorcist. Yeah, call an ambulance. The homeless man is still hiding in the transformer structure. The entrance is smeared with blood. Open the door, order the man to walk out. Offender caught, everyone unharmed. Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. It's Cleanliness Day in Freiburg, which will be widely covered by the TV and media. 3 employees from the city services, including the police, should come and help clean. Shop, Rock, Donut. Got to keep City Hall happy with us. Handle that carjacking. Got Perez up to 100 professionalism. About a dozen homeless people were sifting through a landfill for valuables and came across a case with a combination lock. While they were deciding how to split the contents, the group began to fight. A few of them have knives. An eyewitness called the police and reports that some seem ready for a fight to the death. Ooh, that's... Send everyone we got, plus the paddy wagon. It sounds like it's probably not a smart move. So I got a feeling now there's going to be another call that I'm not going to be prepared to take.
Complete. 214 in progress.
All right. What? That still wasn't enough? Jesus. How many officers I sent to that one? They should get back to the station in time for this call.
113A in progress.
Alright, a woman called in to complain about a car alarm. This fucking howling woke me up. I have to get up for work tomorrow. I looked out the window and saw a dark figure duck into the alley. I think there's someone trying to steal a car. Sano Scott Goodwin. Public indecency. Exotic dancer Marissa Gomez complained about a strange man in a raincoat. One of our rooms can be seen from the street. It's so we can attract customers, not perverts. This isn't the first time we chased this guy away. He comes all the time wearing a raincoat no matter the weather, and it seems like he's touching himself. Ew. Tsubaki, Krause, and Perez, take that call.
A in progress.
The bouncer at a nightclub refused entrance to 5 lowlives, hinting that flip-flops and sweatpants will chase off the women. The lowlives got angry and decided they'd teach the bouncer some manners. A fight ensued. Coachy Yancey. Send everyone else that I got. A man is standing outside the window, pressing his nose against the glass and touching himself under his coat. Join the guy. So slowly fasten your pants and put your hands behind your head.
214 complete.
There you go. Handled.
113A complete.
No one is trying to steal cars. The vehicle's security system is too sensitive and reacts to even the slightest noise. God. I'm gonna need more than this. Yeah, I'm gonna need more than this stuff. I mean, I'd assume that would be takes those chemicals, pours the chemicals, but yeah, we're gonna need more information. Yeah, new frames. So we've got everything for this one. You know, walks up, elevator, no, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to look that one up because I can't figure out the order of events. I'll break down and look that one up because I can't figure that one out. Interesting. I mean, unless anybody out there has figured it out and I'm blind. All right, handle that day nicely.
Mr. Boyd, I'm going home. Do you need anything?
Oh, no, don't go. I need to talk to you. I won't keep you long. I just need to make one phone call and I'll be right out, okay?
Of course, Mr. Boyd.
Do you know what time it is?
I didn't mean, well, maybe I did. Guess I'm a son of a bitch.
Jack? Good Lord, Jack, I wanted to talk to you. Was wondering if you'd call. How do you feel?
I'm good, Mrs. Markham. Better than ever. The back pain is gone, the insomnia is gone, my hair is growing back, and my pathological indecisiveness seems to have run off somewhere.
Jack, if you think I had anything to do with that...
I'll waste no more time trying to think, Mrs. Markham. Every second counts. There's a lot to do. And one of those things is finding Laura.
Jack, your tone is scaring me.
Good. Turns out I have a knack for that. Scaring people. So, Mrs. Markham, I'm gonna look for my wife, and if you somehow get in my way, I'll send a special squad to your house. First, they'll throw your dog in the fire, then they'll arrest you for prostitution.
Christ!
What? What the prostitution?
Sometimes it's necessary to invent charges. It's not like I can arrest you for being an unbearable bitch.
Surprised I was able to get that one line.
Detective.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
of course, Mr. Boyd. What shift?
No, not one of ours. A private detective.
Oh.
I know that when your father stole your mother's jewelry and left her, you hired a private investigator. You didn't go to the police.
You know, Mr. Boyd, it was a family problem, and we felt that it would...
I understand perfectly, Emma. You don't need to explain anything. I'm in a similar situation. As you might have heard, my wife left the house. She's missing, you could say.
I'm not sure what you're...
I know you've heard all about it. I want her found, but I don't want the department involved. Same reason you didn't. So I decided to hire your private detective. Think you can arrange it?
Oh, of course, Mr. Boyd. I'll call him and arrange everything. And don't worry, he'll keep it a secret.
Fine. What do you need from me?
Well, just gather all the information that might be useful and put it in an envelope, bring it to me, and I'll take it to him.
Good. Okay, take the day off tomorrow and get a good night's sleep. The day after tomorrow, I'll have that envelope for you.
Ooh. Crocodile found in inner city river. Projectionist accidentally placed porn at last picture show. That's pretty funny. Farmer claims government poison harvest. Tired. God. Jeez. All right, Perez. Yeah, go home. Fine. Fine. God, am I gonna have no one for the shift? No, I need people on the shift, dude. Head to the map. For several years, we have constantly been pestered by the LGBT organization with its constant whining about gay rights. Recently, things have been relatively quiet. But last week, 3 high school teachers were fired under laws banning the promotion of homosexuality among adolescents. These teachers spread LGBT brochures among our school children, teaching them tolerance. We dismissed them fairly and according to the law, but activists are gathered outside the school rioting and protest, The children aren't there to learn about men kissing and all the rest of their circus. The participants need to be taught a lesson, so they'll think twice next time they climb out of their holes. All right, well, that's a take. 150 gays and lesbians have gathered at the school demanding to talk to the administration. The headmaster refused to open a dialogue and locked himself in his office. Swan paddy wagon. Go. Jack, the teachers were actually fired according to local law, barbaric as it is. However, the protesters have the right to assemble and express themselves as long as no one is in danger. I have a couple ideas about how you can cover yourself when things go sideways. Evidence against the church, evidence against Martin Robbins. We could forge an official recording of police car chatter where one of the officers involved is suppressing the protests, talks about his hatred of gays while discussing news about the teachers who were fired. He'll say, even better if we stick them all in a gas chamber. Okay, that's extreme. Forge a letter complete with a church seal listing secrets that you supposedly shared in the confessional a few years ago. We'll redirect it as a prosecutor won't get any compromising information, and will add a postscript in which the bishop allegedly requires you to punish the sodomites, threatening otherwise to disclose your list of sins. Let's, you know what? I think we'll be fine. Hopefully. I don't know.
417.
As I probably made a bad choice there. Ola Paget said this is the second time a man called her on the phone and threatened her, saying he's going to feed lead to her whole family. I heard some men laughing in the background, talking about how they can't wait to finally try out their new machine guns on live targets. Or feed lead. I can't. God damn it, I'm dumb. Said Miss Paget. I'm quite a well-known political activist in Freiburg, so these threats could be related to my work. Well, we only got one guy. Of course, he won't go alone, so we're gonna probably just have to let it go because we don't have anybody to send. And we have our station's full. everybody's so flippin' tired. Investigations. Take a look at the detectives on this homicide case. Hackers. Let's put Williams, Kuzma, and Morgan on that case. And here, throw Porter on it. There we go. Like I said, we're going to have to let that one...
417 complete.
Yep, the offender escaped. And civilians were killed. Wonderful. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I figured today was going to be a pretty bad day. Suppressed protest by force. No. At the very least, let's not do this by force. Because if we do it by force, I think I'm going to have to answer for something. And then there'd have to, I'd have to show evidence of why we had to suppress everything. Schoolgirl, I can't speak. Kathleen Campos said that her friend Stacy Peng gave their teacher a greeting card decorated with a heart, and the teacher made an obscene joke and told her to come to his office after school. I pretended that I was leaving, but then I went back to listen at the door. The frightened girl continued. First, they were talking quietly, but then there was a commotion and screaming and crying. God, come on, Stovall. Can't you handle one thing by yourself? There we go. Kemp Murata. Oh, this is the prostitution call. Russell Slifer is enraged at the presence of prostitutes along a road on the outskirts of the city. Apparently, there are a dozen prostitutes lined up, and they're practically throwing themselves at the passing vehicles. Some are exposing their breasts and asses in an attempt to attract customers. Get over here right away and deal with the shamelessness. Kemp, Petska, Murata, and a paddy wagon. And this one, Stovall and Robbins. Let's try and get some of these calls. So it's investigations, gangs. Do we only have that? Yeah, the one, the Vargas. For my own personal notes, this is what case is this? Homicide of Elvis Calvo. Closed. There we go.
12 complete.
For the prostitution, offenders caught, officers unharmed. Through the glass doors, you can see a male figure trying to climb on top of a struggling woman, who he's thrown onto a couch. Schoolgirl is crying loudly. Knock loudly on the door and order the man to open it. Yeah, let's get the principal and move in quietly. Offender caught. Everyone was unharmed. Well done, everyone. Okay, so far, I mean, we dealt with the protest. I mean, we sent people to the protest, but we didn't have to. But we didn't suppress by force, so everything should be fine there. We missed one call, sadly, but we handled everything else. A hysterical young person just called in, shouting, "Good, good, the prophecy has come to pass. Dozens of zombies are roaming the park, just like from the movies. Oh my god, vampires, Freeburg is doomed. Send the National Guard." Okay. I mean, they're right there, so I mean, I'm not too terribly afraid to send everybody, but I got a feeling this doesn't smell right to me.
215 complete.
Man was frightened by it. God damn it. Like I said, I'm sitting there going,
310 in progress.
Domestic disturbance. Mrs. Kazmi complains that her neighbors are arguing very intensely. They're a young, hot-headed couple, and it sounds like they're about to come to blows. Kemp, Petska, Murata. All 3 days until we can make another request.
1210 in progress.
Suspicious individuals. A woman says she was out for an evening jog and she noticed a black guy in a hood following behind her. I was able to get away from him, but I'm afraid the bastard is still lurking in the park somewhere for one of the other girls. Stovall Robbins. Jackie swore an oath. Yeah, I know you're not happy with me. Blah, 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 Mr. Mayor. You know what? Frankly, I don't care. I don't like you. So, you know what? I'm glad I didn't suppress anything violently. I'm glad I'm not on trial. You corrupt son of a bitch.
310 complete. 410A in progress. 1210 complete.
No one was quarreling. The man was working out a loud TV. The woman was making a salad, cut her finger rather badly, and was running to the neighbors to call an ambulance. Her husband was only trying to stop the bleeding with a towel. The man in question, geez, a medical student who also runs at night. Jesus. All right. Not doing too well with the false reports. It's not false reports, but you know what Here we go. Hurry, there's some guy here who caught a transvestite and decided they'd work him over. They ripped off the guy's tights and they're acting like they're going to lynch him with them. Okay. They say they're gonna hang him over the bar. Stovall Robbins and the paddy wagon. Report on the drug sales. Let's see. I saw a little fellow in a white jacket. Aha. Bruno Savini, student clothes. Report homicide. Yeah, no new frames. Bruno Salvini dedicates most of his time to his studies. Then yeah, he'll probably be here at the university. Petska Murata, go make the arrest.
I was trying to raise 10 water sergeants.
Send Kemp as backup. Really, that was the wrong place? Alright, that doesn't make complete sense why that was the wrong place, but alright. Guess we'll have to wait a couple days and resend somebody to find the guy.
410A complete.
Report on the attempted murder. Jeez. Not a great day, I guess. Police Academy students selling cocaine. Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Twister strip club owner, my dancers are all feminists. Alright. Well, alright guys, I'm going to leave this one kind of short. It's just for ease of uploading while I'm here at my apartment. I'm still just trying to get I'm trying to get plenty of stuff going on to upload while I'm out. Just 'cause my work schedule's a little nutty here in this first week of classes and everything. So, like I said, I'm going to leave this one just a tad shorter than the usual videos. Hope you enjoyed it, as I hope you enjoy all the This is the Police videos or any other Let's Plays. Thank you for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff can be found down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, but until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the I'm Tired Gaming channel. I'm out.